Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away. See if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Stopped after making the catch.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, getting the completion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yard. We saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The Buffaloes pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lofts one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run. Now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll try the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 14, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This quarterback part of their running game. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Snap it to the back. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown. When he breaks into the open, he's at the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head...
Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into this progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down and getting a fresh set of downs.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Takes the easy one to the back. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Their team in prime position on offense. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. They're working that left side. And tackled there by the defense.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking again to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Tide! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Man, I want my running backs to pick those holes and get downhill, but there was no holes. So I just think he did the smart thing and stretched it out and ran out of bounds.
In this case, discretion was the better part of valor. It is often underrated to know when the journey is over.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold.
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, that is not the 3rd down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the touchdown. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The option look. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Better find the air luck. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. On the option. He'll pitch it. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense looks like they're coming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Colorado. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the 2nd half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down coming up. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 28, Alabama 24.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide out in motion. Off play action. Turns it loose. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little...
The stiff arm gets him loose. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. The give. Just a solid stop by this side.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Alabama 24.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, BAMA! Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Feeling some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. A designed run for the quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Bulls his way forward. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll leave it with him. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Iowa State's offense takes the field for the first time today. While these two might have struggled to stay prominent on the national stage, the Cy-Hawk Trophy always carries paramount importance.
And it means so much to the fans. Been to these games a lot of times. The energy is through the roof, and they both want to destroy each other.
And what's interesting about this rivalry game is it sets the tone for both.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the hot hand. Trucks through the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Hawkeyes have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Cyclones racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Dropping back, it's Beck. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man, it's Hansen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup and get him the football for the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play calling.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sullivan. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Hands it off. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The return is brought down at the 33. And the Iowa offense will take over.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Alston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Alston. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Now the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cyclones will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
It's caught downfield.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Parker. Got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Caught behind the line. It's Alston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Toss sweep right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. To the air, it's Sullivan. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alston. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 97 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Power football with the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
Oh, it's out. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he got loose, it was all over. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half, it looked bad. It looked like it was league, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. The more drives like this is what's needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 24 over Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Johnson. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 45, on his way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll test the right side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along,
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! They They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to...
And that pass picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He leaves it with his back. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air, it's Beck. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Coming after it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming.
Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Iowa State. What a catch and run for 6.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. It's on target and complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team, always, that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to, sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive,
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Beck. Feeling some heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
The return is tackled down at the 29, and the Iowa offense will take over.
Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They go to the ground. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than next.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He makes a catch. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge them.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.